or this week's lesson is bowling. So we're going to show you different variations for bowling, whether you're sitting down or standing up or sitting on the ground. Whatever way works for you, and different types of ways you can play bowling at home.
Yes.
Okay?
And it's a good indoor activity with all this bad air quality with the fires and the heat. So this is a good one that we can do indoors.
Yeah. All right, so the first one we're going to show you is tabletop bowling. And anyone could use this, whether you're sitting in a chair or doing it standing up. We'll show you both ways to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and sit in the chair, or I'll do it standing up first.
Sure, let's do it both.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and show you. So if you have a table at home, you can use any type of material you want to knock down some pins. So it could be these cups that are stacked on top of each other that we've used for targets in some of our throwing, some water bottles. If you have a bowling set, then that's great, wonderful.
Yeah, empty boxes.
Any type of balls that you may have, even if it's a soccer ball or anything like that, because we're just rolling it nice and soft. Or if you have sock balls and that's what you have, that's okay. You can still work on that underhand rolling motion. Okay? Alright, so if you're standing, you can do tabletop by you could still practice the swinging motion, the tick-tock. And then I'll release on the table and roll. Okay?
Roll.
Thank you.
Okay.
So now we're going to go ahead and show you how it would look if you're sitting in a chair. Is Debbie going to show them that?
Sure. Okay. So in the chair, you can practice if you want for some arm exercise, or you can just set it down. Use two hands or one hand, and looking at your target, roll the ball.
Nice job. Okay, so you can set up different types of targets up here. We just have different ones up here just to show you the different types of things that you can use. Okay, but you could always just have one thing up here, or you can make it harder and harder. However you want to do it to try to make it fun and interesting. The more sound it makes, usually the funner it is.
And the more targets, the more successful.
Yeah, and on bottles, you could always put buy little bells or something that makes noise in here, and it's really cool for when it falls. It makes even more noise.
And you can use the little small water bottles or the big ones. It doesn't matter.
Anything you have at home that you can knock down.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to show you how regular bowling would look like. Okay. So there we have our 3 pins. We have a green, a red, and a blue. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and stand. Find a target to stand on. Okay, I'm going to step, bend, and roll. Tick-tock and roll. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try again. Step, bend, tick-tock, and roll. Alright. So you bend those knees to release it closer to the ground. Okay. Now, if you are sitting in a chair, you could also do the regular bowling.
Yeah. Yeah, this way.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and angle this like this so we can show.
So if I have the range of motion, I want to practice my tick-tock swing. Okay, I'm looking at my target. And roll.
Good. Wow, you got them all.
I did. That was a good roll. Alright. Now if I don't have that range of motion,
And they need assistance.
or if I need assistance, yes.
I can always lightly prompt her here, help her swing her arm, and release. Good. Sometimes we need to help them release the ball. That's okay too.
Yeah.
Can you show them how?
So push it forward? Sure.
Okay, so another way you can do the regular bowling where it's on the ground. You can, and it's okay to get as close as you want to the pins. You don't have to be a certain distance just so that it's successful. So you can try at a further distance. So the one other way is just pushing it off the lap. Or if you have a tray, you could push it off the tray. But you could push it off the lap like this. And if it doesn't make it, that's okay. You can either move them closer or move the item closer. And just keep going until you find a distance that's successful and they can hear the pins falling and they know that they caused that.
Very good.
All right, so our next game is really fun. You can play with the partner. And we have something that you're going to be rolling under. We are putting a chair there to show you that you can use a chair, or you can use, you could even use a table like ours, or your kitchen table, or anything at home that you can roll under. This helps with being able to release close to the ground. Okay, so if you have a partner and you're standing up, you can do that. We step, bend, tick-tock, and roll.
Okay. Step, bend, tick-tock, roll.
Good. And then it would be the same thing for the chair. You could position it any way you want. And then that way it makes me roll close to the ground because I have to make sure I go under the chair. Okay?
How about sitting down?
Yes. So now if we're sitting down and we have a partner, okay? Good. And someone can help the student or the child pick up the ball. You could help them with the range of motion like we practiced earlier. And roll. Good. Could always push it off of our lap. Good. It still rolls under. You could also do sitting on the ground. You can do crisscross. I'm going to move this chair so I can see a little bit better. You can do crisscross like Mrs. Debbie, or you can open your legs a little bit so you can trap the ball in the middle. Okay, and you could still do the pushing, push back and forth. You're still working on rolling. It's good to pick up the ball if you can and release it from the palm of your hands. That way you're still practicing that underhand tick-tock motion, but with two hands. All right. Good.
Excellent. That was fun.
Okay, so now we have our ramps that we use in the classroom, okay?
We use at school when we need it. And we have our home version.
So this would be a homemade ramp. We're using a mat, but I bet a lot of you shop online these days, and you probably have some cardboard boxes laying around at home, things like that, even like a piece of wood, something sturdy. You can use that as a modified or a homemade ramp. So what I would be doing is using that piece of cardboard or piece of wood or whatever you have, even the lids of those big containers that go under the beds. I'm trying to think of different things you might have at home.
Cookie sheet
upside down. You can put it there. She might need to help me put my hands on. Okay. And then I release. And there we go. We got the pins. Okay.
Try again?
I do.
Okay.
Thank you. And then I release. And there we go.
Good job.
Okay. Good. So, and then you want to show them our cool ramp that we have. Okay, so this ramp we use at school. usually, and you want to talk about a little bit about it, how you use
Sure,
it?
yeah, this is usually a popular activity at school. We have lots of different types of bowling balls, and we'll have the kids select their bowling ball, and if they can, walk over, put it on, and work on the push, and knock them down.
And it goes really, really fast with the heavier ball, so
Yes.
they always laugh and have fun with it.
It's fun indoors when you can set a ball around the room and you can, aim by moving the bowling ramp, and the kids have a lot of fun when they hear them fall down. So it's a good activity.
Yeah, and it's nice because whether you're sitting, standing, you could push it off the ramp, and that's whether it's a homemade ramp or one of these ramps. And then we've also made ramps with PVC pipe. You just kind of make like a rectangle out of PVC pipes, lay it on their lap, and push it down, and it has kind of that hollow space here where it rolls down. So
And our
yeah.
bowling alleys have ramps, so
Yeah.
it's something that our kids can do out in the community also.
Yeah,
And
many times they go on those field trips
Yes,
with
a
the
lot of our
bowling
schools.
alleys, so
Uh-huh.
that's always fun because it's all inclusive activity
Yes,
for the
yes.
most part. So,
Yeah.
all right, that's our activity
That
for
was
today. I
fun.
hope you enjoy it. Be as creative as you want. These are always just ideas, but remember to do the tick-tock, bend, roll, or push off. Try to release with the palms of your hands.
Very good.
All right, thank you everyone.
Bye, everyone.